feel. I don't even know how to feel anymore. This season has been just such a whirlwind of emotions, the ups and the downs, and it's been like a roller coaster ride. The being in the playoffs, being into the automatic promotion spots, and this has been going on for so long, and my family doesn't even want to talk to me anymore. My wife doesn't want to hear about the Posh anymore. My kids won't even talk to me on a Saturday because they know that it's the only thing that I'm thinking about. So I just needed to get out of the house and talk to somebody.
Don't you know that this is a furniture store?
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of POSH America. I am your host, Pete Urich, and it's a great week to be a POSH fan because we got promoted. Yay! Let's celebrate. This show is in no way sponsored by Blue Mountain Brewery, but heck, I'm going to drink some of their Full Nelson IPA anyway. Sorry, it's not an IPA. It's actually a VPA. It's Virginia Pale Ale, but whatever. Regardless, the thing is that we are promoted. We are going back to the championship after 8 years of being away. It's an amazing feeling. Unfortunately for me, I did not get to watch the match. I had other responsibilities this weekend, and yes, I'm sure that somebody's going to give me a hard time about the fact, how could you miss this? Because of my job. And unfortunately, I wasn't in a spot where I had any internet service whatsoever. So it was actually 2 hours after the game that I actually found out that we got ourselves promoted in the most posh of all fashions by getting a late penalty. We never make it easy, but we always keep it exciting as the Posh make it through the leagues. But anyway, couldn't be more excited. I'm really, really happy with the result, and this season has been up, down. It's been all over the place, but extremely happy that we are moving back to the championship. And congratulations to Grant McCann with getting Hull back into the championship as well. A little bit of a strange thing to have our former manager, also former captain, getting another team promoted ahead of us. But, I'm never going to say a negative thing about Grant McCann until he gives me a reason to, which so far, nothing. So this week, obviously, everybody in the world is extremely excited about the promotion. I more than anything want to just kind of recap a few thoughts about the season. Obviously, it was it ended in success, but it was difficult along the way. We had ups and downs and things like that. And I want to pay attention to a few people who might not get as much of the credit, if you will, for this particular promotion. There's a few people in particular that I think were really, really important, and they're not the people that you would normally think. I mean, obviously, JCH is going to get the majority of the plaudits with him scoring 30 goals plus in the season in all competitions. Obviously, an amazing feat. And then you've got Smodix, who's a fan favorite, Ward, who's leading in assists and things like that. But the people that I really want to pay attention to and want to give a lot of credit to are Louis Reed, who, okay, he only played in a few games, but I think he did something extremely important late on in the season, which he reinforced that idea of the squad. Not because of the fact that he forced himself into the starting lineup, but when he was given an opportunity, he actually played well enough to make Darren Ferguson think about whether or not he should be in the starting lineup on a regular basis. And that's one of the things that I've harped on in my blog over and over again, the importance of the squad this year. And it's easy to say we're going to need everybody, but there were a few times throughout the season where it didn't seem like we needed everybody, and we were getting a little stagnant with a starting lineup. And Louis Reed, Harrison Burrows, and to a certain extent, Ethan Hamilton, although kind of for different reasons and things like that. Those three players in particular did a great job of forcing that squad type of mentality and making Darren Ferguson think about whether or not they needed to be in the starting lineup more regularly. And by doing that, they actually made the team better. I know that it's not usually the bench players that we think of giving a whole lot of credit to, but in this particular case, I think it's absolutely they were absolutely vital to what we did down the stretch of the late part of the season. Beyond that, I got to watch all of the videos, including the one that just came out today. Spectacular to see the fans outside of the stadium and the players going out to see the fans. It's one of those things that I'm looking forward to the day where I get to actually come to something like that. And, in the future, I'm going to have to plan vacations or something. I got to get there at the end of the right season. Definitely planning on being there for the opening of the new stadium whenever that happens. But it was just such a cool thing to see, the joy on the players' faces, the joy on the fans' faces, just everybody heading in that same direction toward the championship and being extremely happy. The eventual hope for this show is that it's not always going to be me talking, and eventually it's going to be getting some people in to talk about their POSH fandom. I've been in contact with a few different Americans who support the POSH, and then also just recently got in contact with a player who actually plays in the second division of the USL, League Two of the USL, which is actually the third division. It works very similar to the names over in England, but I'm going to try and get him on as well to get his perspective on the college scene and coming over here as a Brit and playing in the college ranks and then going over to the professional ranks. Anyway, so this is the promotion show. Looking forward to us moving up into the championship and hopefully stabilizing ourselves there. I've already said it someplace else. I am predicting that we are going to be in around 12th position. I'm going to say 12th to 15th is where I'm hoping that we're going to end up next year at the end of the season. So I'm an optimist. I'm always going to be an optimist. I'm always going to believe in the fact that the POSH are going to continue to improve and get better. And this is going to be a club that not only the people in Peterborough, but also people in the United States, POSH America, we are going to continue to build a fan base because of the fact that we score goals, we play exciting soccer or football, and we're going to win over more and more fans. All right. And I'm going to do my part to try and make that happen. Okay. Up the POSH.